Indiana Fever just beat the Aces. The first win for the Indiana Fever against the Las Vegas Aces since I was 22 years old.
I mean, I think we're all feeling good. I think the energy's high. Really good win in Minnesota. Had a chance to celebrate together. I think that only helps our chemistry. You know, all that stuff off the court definitely fuels us. We're having fun with each other. We're having fun together playing. So I think it is. I think this is a good moment for us. And, you know, especially we're playing without one of our best players. So to do that in those circumstances, we're really just proud of ourselves.
Coming in with a level of focus every day, just right now knowing that, you know, we do have a target on our backs and making sure that we're locked in on everything we're doing in practice. But I think we're taking that energy that we have, that fun, that lightheartedness into practice because at the end of the day, this is a game. We want to have fun, and I think we play our best basketball when we're playing free and having fun and being joyful and playing together.
They had not won at least one game 2 last season, meaning the Aces swept the Fever last season. They actually haven't won a game against the Aces in 16 games. And they did it without Caitlin Clark. This team is crazy. They are beating the #1 team in the league first. And then they go and beat the Aces, who they haven't won to in 16 games. And they did it without Caitlin Clark, which is just a testament to how this team is finally developed.
The Las Vegas Aces got smoked. Not edged out, not caught on a bad night, absolutely humiliated by 27 points. And to make it even worse, Caitlin Clark wasn't even playing. But before we dive into the meltdown, let's talk about Lexie Hull, because she set the tone for everything. This woman has been grinding all season long. Not flashy, not loud, just pure effort and growth. And in the third quarter, she delivered one of the most quietly savage plays of the season. Perfect box out on A'ja Wilson, clean, strong, and fundamentally sound. Then A'ja came flying over her back, arms tangled around Lexie like she was trying to steal her gym bag. Clear foul. Every coach in America would have called it. But the refs? Jump ball. You could feel the shift. That moment became personal. Lexie didn't complain. She just got back to work. And the Fever? They followed her example. They locked in, they turned up the heat, and they never looked back. Now rewind to the start of the game. Indiana came out swinging. Like, full speed, no mercy type of swinging. First quarter, Fever up 21-4. Second quarter, even worse. They outscored the Aces 25-10, shot 82%, and made Vegas look like they'd forgotten how to play basketball. By halftime, the lead was 46-24. Game over. And again, let me say it louder. Caitlin Clark was on the bench in street clothes. So who stepped up? Kelsey Mitchell dropped 25 points and didn't take her foot off the gas for 1 second. Aaliyah Boston, a grown woman in the paint, 20 points, 7 boards, and gave A'ja Wilson everything she could handle. Natasha Howard showed up with fire, 11 and 10, plus the Commissioner's Cup MVP title to top it off. And that was just the offense. The defense? On another planet. They held the Aces to 26% shooting, the worst for Vegas in 15 years. Forced 17 turnovers, swarmed the paint, and rotated so crisply it looked like they were playing with one brain. And then there's the other side of this blowout. A'ja Wilson. She finished with 29 points, sure. But 13 of those came from the free throw line. Some folks started calling her Whistle Wilson because the ref love was strong. Even with all those gifted calls, it didn't matter. The Fever still ran them off the floor. Why? Because the rest of the Aces flatlined. Chelsea Gray, who people still try to say is better than Caitlin Clark, had 2 points, 5 turnovers, and no presence. Outside of A'ja, the entire Vegas roster went 7 for 43. That's 16% shooting. That's not championship basketball. That's panic in real time. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark was leading from the bench, fired up after every bucket, hyping teammates, staying emotionally locked in the entire game. You don't teach that. That's leadership that lifts a whole squad. And the Fever? They didn't just win, they made a statement. They took down the league's most hyped team without their franchise star. They exposed every weak spot in the Aces' armor. They proved that connected basketball, tough, unselfish, disciplined basketball, beats hype and whistles every time. Let's not forget, The Fever hadn't beaten Vegas in 16 straight games before this. They'd only beaten them once in 9 years. But this wasn't luck. This wasn't a fluke. This was Lexie Hull boxing out Aja Wilson and not backing down. This was Kelsey Mitchell daggering them over and over. This was Boston versus Wilson and Boston winning the war. This was Natasha Howard going beast mode. And this was a team that finally believes in itself, with or without Caitlin Clark. So now the question is, who's gonna stop them? Because if this is what the Indiana Fever look like without Caitlin Clark, the WNBA better get ready. This team just rewrote the power rankings, and they're not done yet.